Oh, all right. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I am so excited to be back playing more Conquest of the Longbow. I know it's about an hour later than I usually start, but I have an excellent reason. I was getting a brand new chest freezer. I'm so very excited about this. I love the ability to have a chest freezer in the first place. Not something I can usually do with apartment living, but now that I have the house, I've got that basement and got a brand new chest freezer in it, which is great because Michelle and I love buying in bulk. We love being able to save things, and there's only so much, soup stock that you can store in a regular freezer, right? There's only so much only so many meatballs you can make in a given time, only so much food. But now I'm so excited for things to come. Two things. One, I don't know where the game went. It might be back. It might not. Sometimes it has a mind of its own. Come on, game. I believe in you. Come on. Where art thou, game? Oh, there it goes. I thought if I left it alone for a minute, it would come back. And it did! Hooray! I mean, I knew it would come back. I'm amazing at this and the best streamer on Twitch. All right. The other thing I need to check out is the lighting is a little weird in here tonight. I feel very dark. But maybe that just suits my personality today. Dark and mischievous with a new chest freezer. All right. So, we last left off with some exciting times. We're really getting into the good stuff now. We managed to win the archery tournament. We got the golden arrow. We then lured the sheriff into the forest, where we hoodwinked him for even more money, and then we sent him home naked on his horse. And so we've managed to get up to 11,000 marks for the ransom, which is great. Really, really good amount of money to have for the ransom. Considering that we started with 300, I will take it. But there's even more to be had. We need to make sure we ambush the caravan that's going to be passing down Watling Street. And we've got a little bit more information about it, but we're not there yet. So, we are going to go out into the brave world and see what this new day brings to us. I was coming to get you. I have grievous news, my friend. Uh-oh. That's why the game feels super quiet tonight. The abbot has charged Marion with witchcraft. He will burn her in the witch's court of the abbey today. Last night when she was afraid, if I'd only listened. I should have kept her here. Don't be a fool. You know she wouldn't have stayed, not when she had to meet the Queen's messenger. Nothing will save the abbot from me if a single strand of her hair is singed. What will you do? I must think upon it. Pretty sure the correct call here is to summon the men and devise a plan of action. Will, I must find a way to save Marion. Aye, our hearts are with you. I've been talking to the men. The witch's court will be difficult to assault. Even if I must go alone. Still your foolish tongue. We wait only for your word to go to her rescue. Give another loud blast upon your horn, and we'll speak of strategies. Bum bum bum. I could scourge myself for giving away your disguises. Set aside your guilt. Even did I have those disguises, they would now be watching warily for them. It occurs to me that all the sheriff's men and abbot's monks will be at the witch's court to watch the burning. They may well suspect a rescue if they've learned of Marion's connection with Robin. Let me hear all your thoughts before I decide. Both the sheriff and abbot will be there, will they not? Let us concentrate all our force not toward the lady, as they expect, but toward taking them prisoner. Once we have such hostages, we can demand that Marion be set free and even guarantee us safe passage to the forest. I would incite the mob to riot, for the abbot is feared and hated by the common folk. Set them to create confusion and draw the soldiers into the streets, where we can attack in full force outside the court, while you slip inside and rescue your lady. My counsel is to try subterfuge. By whatever means you can, enter the court secretly so that you can seize the lady from the fire unhindered. When it seems certain you found a way in, I'll lead a 2-part attack through the town. Half our men from the north and half from the south, converging upon the court. I'll take Will's horn, and when you hear me signal you upon it, you'll know the moment is upon you to act. One strong wedge driving straight through the nearest town gate will serve us best, with you in the lead. We'll cover you while you reach Marion and free her from the stake. Let's attack the soldiers and taunt them, and then pretend to run away in all directions. The soldiers will split up and run all over the town after us. Then you, Robin, with maybe 5 men, can go after Marion while we keep the soldiers busy running after us. I don't know that I love your plan. Not gonna lie. Doesn't delight me. Alright, try to lead soldiers away, Robin enters the court, incite a riot, attack the streets, seek to take the sheriff and abbot hostage. Robin will lead a wedge attack or subterfuge. There is a way in through the back of the abbey, and there's a way into the abbey through the cellar. And I paid the bill of the guy who runs it. I might be able to get in that way. We're going to go with John's plan. Ooh, that's a good point. There's fire. I feel the power of the ring that commands fire upon my hand. Yes, if I'm going to be dealing with a burning, let's get some fire protection. What do you want here, outlaw? I seek a way to enter Nottingham in secret. Seek elsewhere. I've no reason to help you, even if I could. I need your help. Now listen here, outlaw. If one of the sheriff's men comes by, but they've all gathered to watch an innocent woman burn, perhaps you should join them. Be damned. I take no pleasure in such vile things. I only ask that you unlock your cellar door and let me pass. What good is that to you? I know of the tunnels and where they lead. And if they catch you and ask how you found your way there, they'll never hear word of you from my lips. A man will say anything under torture. You ask too much. In the name of the Virgin, I beg you to let me pass, or the Lady Marion will die. What? It's the Lady Marion they're burning? You did not know? But they said it was a witch. Why, she's one of Queen Eleanor's ladies and loyal to our king. There's no more time. Even now they may set the torch. Aye, come at once. Ooh, good. Godspeed. I was really afraid I was going to have to, threaten him with my bow. I'll not forget your help this day. Never mind that. Just be on your way quickly before someone comes in. All right. I gotta get to the back of the abbey. Bow him! No, I don't want to bow him. I don't want to lose points for threatening an innocent man. I shall talk to the man. Also, welcome back, Patlanicus. Alright, let's open this up. Slipping through the abbey unseen. As I hoped, the place is empty. The abbot and his scabrous toadies will all be in the witch's court to watch Marion's execution. Scabrous toadies. Phenomenal. Alright, here we go. In front of me lies the chapel. Behind me, the unfinished nave. Am I the knave? Probably shouldn't be wielding weapons in a house of God. Oh, who am I kidding? These people are trying to burn Maid Marian. This is unholy. Even from this distance, I can hear the angry muttering of the crowd outside the witch's court. And there, faintly, I hear the abbot's voice calling out above the crowd. Bring in the witch! I have little time. They will light the fire at any moment. All right. All right. There's a maze that I'm like 80% sure that I remember how to get through. I gotta go quickly, because if I don't, Marion, you know, sort of burns to death. Wow, that's not a great start. Alright, so not that way. Robin, can't you, like, literally walk any faster? This was Quest for Glory, I could at least sprint. Strong start, right? Talk a big game about saving Marion. I definitely didn't go the right way. Oh gosh. Where on earth am I? There we go. There we go. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. It's up this way. I think it's this path. Because I gotta get to that back wall, and it's around the corner. Gosh, I'm so anxious right now. There's the door! First try! Only that one little problem. I can hear the angry muttering of the crowd outside. Burn the witch! I'm barely in time. Where is Little John? If he doesn't come... That's the signal. I hear Will's horn. I must act now. Oh, we got, oh gosh, we got guards getting arrowed. I'm Robin Hood. Good thing I have the ring that commands fire! Little John's flanking attacks decimated the soldiers and cleared the way long enough to free Marion from the stake. Thanks to his bold attack and the element of surprise, we escaped with no loss of life. I feel like a modern game, that would have been a sequence you had to, like, play through. Like, there would have been, like, 3 different mini games. Like, can you untie the knots fast enough to get her off the stake while it burns? Can you carry her through the streets as soldiers, like, jump out at you? Like, there would have been some sort of on-rails part of it. But instead, I got to watch a cool cutscene. All right, no loss of life. Once we reached the edge of... Also, all of this would be animated. Like, instead of reading about it, I'd get to see it. An old game. What can you do? Once we reached the edge of the forest, I parted ways with my men. They drew the attention of our pursuers and took them on a merry chase into Sherwood. Some instinct led me to the nearest place where I might tend to Marion, for I couldn't carry her much further. Marion! Marion! Can you hear me? She can scarcely breathe. The smoke has seared her lungs. If I cannot save her, she'll die within minutes. Fortunately, we are bound by love. Our love can mend any wound, or so I was told. Let's put that to the test. The diamond! Somehow she's fooled her captors and kept it clutched within her hand. Blessed Lady, if love be stronger than death, let my love flow through these gems and heal her. Oh, not the fire! Robin! Robin! Marion, I'm here. You're safe. I thought I was dead. You were healed by the power of the Heartstone. I must tell you... Well, she's right to business. I must tell you the password quickly. Shush. Rest, my love. There's plenty of time now. I cannot rest until I tell you. The Queen's Knight will know you when you spell out the word sword. Oh, crap. I never opened the files. I don't have the hand code open on my screen. I'm going to have to pull that out. Okay, the Queen's Knight answers to the word sword. Your duty is fulfilled. Don't tax your strength further. I'll take you to a safer place. I carried Marion to the widow's cottage. The good woman at once took her in and tended to her. I remained with Marion until the widow assured me there was nothing more I could do, and we discussed how best to safeguard her. We reached a plan. Then I kissed my love farewell, and I joined my men for the evening meal. Whew, what a day! Fares the lady. Well enough, I've placed her in the widow's care and set Hob and his brothers to set watch. I deem it most unwise for her to return to Nottingham. She will not! The widow has a sister in Blythe and will take Marion there to hide until it's safe to return. I swear by the Blessed Virgin, for what he's done to Marion, depriving the abbot of his treasure is scarcely enough. But it's a start. If God wills, the king will finish the rest. Yep, we're going to get that ransom and save the king. Whether God's will or our skill, we must not fail. We sent scouts to the north and wait for their signal. Long, weary days creep past. I fear that Prince John's nerve has failed and the treasure will never come. We're picking up pace now. Boom. We rescued her. Okay, I gotta open up the manual on my computer or I'm never gonna be able to get this next part done right. Okay, there we go. Conquest of the Longbow. Table of contents, introduction, the different kinds of trees in the forest, gemstone lore, coat of arms. I don't need any more of that. And then... Okay. I just need the hand code diagram. There it is. Because I'm pretty sure the knights are going to come for me one more time, and I'll need to hide. And I need to now spell S-word when the Queen's agent appears. Saber. That was the greatest animation. Friar Tuck is coming, zipping onto the screen. By the Virgin, I've never seen you breathless before. Is there a wolf at your heels? Hoof, hoof. Little John sent me to tell you. Hoof. Catch your breath, or I may never learn what you have to tell. The abbot's treasure train has been sighted. Ta-da! This is what we waited for. The signal's been passed from our northernmost scouts. Will remains on watch at the overlook. Good. Then we have time to plan. And plan we shall. Here we go. Oh. Merry men, assemble! The men are on the alert. They'll be here as quickly as they can manage. Aye, and I hear Little John coming already. Our scout has reported that the Baron's treasure train has entered Sherwood upon the north. Baron Lefebvre rides in the fore. The treasure is carried upon 3 mules in line behind him. Upon each side of the mules he has 20 heavily armed men, of which 10 are crossbowmen and 10 carry shields and spears. So we face 40 well-armed men in all, plus the Baron. What do we know of this Baron? If he's in the service of Prince John, he must be a man of dubious honor. It's quite an assumption to make. But no less dangerous. If he rides in the fore, he is no coward. Shall we present our strategies? Let me hear them all. Let us concentrate all of our fire from the overlook, where we're best protected. We'll strike without warning and simply keep firing relentlessly till they are scattered or surrender. This battle will cost us men, no matter what tactic we choose. We should demand a surrender first, in case this Baron has more sense than courage. But set upon them from all sides if they refuse. There's no glory in an ambush. I couldn't even make a simple song out of it. Yes, that's what we want from our battles, something glorious. We should show our strength from the overlook. With a blare of horns and beating of drums, singing the praises of Richard Lionheart. If they fail to surrender on the spot, then we open fire and let fall a deadly rain of arrows. Against such trained soldiers, we have but one advantage: surprise. It must be a sudden ambush, and we must fall upon them equally from both the overlook and the far side of the road. Let's round up some wild boars and drive them into the road. I love Much's plans. The horse and mules will panic. The boars will gore some of the soldiers, and then we can move in and take over. But that's so needlessly complicated. Alright, demand a surrender or attack from all sides. Ambush from the overlook only. Demand surrender with fanfare. Surprise ambush from 2 sides, or create panic with wild boars. A 2-prong ambush worked last time. We're going with it again. Tuck, don't let us down. Whoa! Oh, cutscene! Again, in any modern game, this would be like an interactable sequence, but I love the art on the side. Oh, I love the guy chasing the guy in the background! Get back here! Like, full props to the people who did the art. Oh, wait, there they go! They're just playing tag! They're supposed to be fighting. Oh, the Baron's down! Baron Lefebvre is off his horse. Seize the treasure! Caught from both sides by surprise, the Baron and his men were quickly vanquished. Only 2 of the soldiers chose to surrender. We stripped them of armor and weapons and set them free. Truly, this has been a proud day in the history of the outlaws of Sherwood Forest. We spent the rest of the day helping Tuck count the money. 50,000 marks in gold and silver we had taken. This will surely buy the king's freedom. A toast to all my brave lads, to the loyal outlaws of Sherwood. And to Robin Hood. And to the king. And to the suffering of Prince John and all whipped dogs who lick his boots. I love this game so much. A finer day's work we've never done. When the Queen's Knight arrives, we'll have a magnificent gift for his sovereign lady. Watch the road well. We dare not miss him. Oh, 50,000 marks on top of the 11,000 we already had. We're going to buy the king's ransom and then some. It's good you're up. Will sent me with a warning. The sheriff has loosed his mongrels to plague us again. Will urges you not to go abroad until they've gone their way. Yet I must, for the Queen's Knight will ride along Watling Street, and I must not miss him. That's what I told Will you'd say. But go carefully, master. You'll have little chance if they catch you in the forest alone. Back to hiding at the tree. I'm heading south. Will said to leave the overlook to you. Thank you, John. May the Virgin Lady protect you. I and you. Little John and Robin Hood walking through the forest. Oodalada, 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 lay. Alright, we're doing this like we did last time. We're going to go to the Sacred Oak. We're going to goad the men into attacking us. Then we're going to hide at the safety of the oak. Don't want to venture far from the good tree. Yep, they're coming. That thrashing in the forest. Is it? Aye, it's the sheriff's men again. Oh, sure, now he runs. When Marion's on fire, he doesn't he can't be bothered, but now he runs. Okay, hand sign, let's go. This is an oak tree, and for the druids, that's Dweir. So, D-U-I-R. Palm. Boom! I'm a tree! I kind of like the music when the guys go by. It's, The danger is past, fleshling. Return to your native form and go in peace. Tell the green man I thank him most heartily. Oh, wow, it will be done. Well, that was quick. Alright, to the Overlook. We must find the queen. Actually, I want to check on Marion at the cottage first. Cottage has a very small door. Oh, no, wait. They said Marion was going to Blythe to be with her cousin. It's solidly built, but I could tell that from looking at it. Okay, so there's no one here. To the Outlook! Oh! It's good I have such trusted men. While I eluded the sheriff's men, they found the Queen's Knight and hold him for me upon Watling Street. I'll join them at once. Alright, here we go. So you're the leader of this rabble? What's the meaning of this? Sire, I beg you to forgive my men if they angered you. They only did as I bade them. Do you not come to Sherwood seeking me? You'll learn nothing from me as long as I'm surrounded by outlaws. My men are completely trustworthy. You've nothing to fear from them. I order you to send them away. Very well. Men, you'd best leave. I don't like it, Robin. Not one bit. Neither do I. Then go because I ask it of you. But, Queen's Knight or no Queen's Knight, he could use a lesson in manners. Well, explain yourself or step aside. I've no time to waste on a common outlaw. I'll not move a step till I learn what I need to know. Then you'd best be quick about it, or my sword will teach you to move. Okay, and the key word is sword. We gotta spell it out for him. That's why we got the scroll, so that he could be taught the hand code. S-W-O-R-D. What were you doing with your hand? Perhaps you didn't watch closely enough the first time? Shall I do it again? If you have business with me, get on with it. He doesn't know the code. He doesn't know the code. Do you serve the queen? What's that to you, outlaw? If you wish to leave this forest alive, you'll answer me. You dare to threaten me! I wish only to serve the queen by delivering the treasure as promised to her messenger. You should have said so at once. Turn everything over to me. When I'm sure you're the man I want, I'll gladly do so. Get on with it then, and be sure I'll report your insolence to my sovereign. He didn't notice the first time I did the hand code. That's not a good sign. Also, what's up with the, veil made out of chainmail? What's the meaning of that? Answer me! Then you cannot be the true Queen's Knight. What have you done with him? Bow him! Every instinct I have told me this knight was no Queen's man, but now I must prove that I was right. Yeah, horse, calm down. Little John can deal with the horse, he has a way with the beasts. Wasn't actually really trying to click on the horse, it just kind of happened. Bow him! Yep, it happened! Oh, here we go. Let's go through his pockets and find something incriminating. He carried this letter, sealed with the imprint of the prior's ring. Oh, the prior of the monks, who we don't like? The letter reads, I have advised the prince that we have succeeded in our mission. The cub is taken, the lion is caged. It's signed by the prior of the monastery and addressed to the sheriff of Nottingham. Yeah, enough with it, horse. We get it, you're scared. I stayed within range of your horn, master. What's happened here? Why did you kill the Queen's Knight? He wasn't the Queen's man. He carried a written message to the sheriff from the prior, proof of their conspiracy with Prince John. God's blood! What of the true Queen's Knight? We must find him. Here, take a look at this. This is clear proof of the prince's treachery. You want my advice? Give it to the Queen's Knight if you ever find him. I cannot read, as you know. What's it say? The prior speaks of a successful mission, a cub taken, and the lion is caged. That can mean but one thing. The Queen's man captured, and King Richard will remain a prisoner. If they have the Queen's Knight, he may well be dead. I think they wouldn't dare kill him yet. I'm sure he's held somewhere close by. You can't think they have him hidden in Sherwood. Nay, I suspect the monastery. I mean, if it's signed by the prior, it's probably at the monastery. That was my thought. The sheriff wouldn't risk keeping such a prisoner in Nottingham. And even though I rescued Fulk, the monks would never dream I'd be so foolhardy as to dare their walls again. But I'm gonna. There's no better place to keep him. Indeed, it is the only place they could keep him. Well, that really narrows it down. Leave this mess with me, I'll get him out of the road and see to the horse. By dusk, the forest was clear of the sheriff's men, for they are not brave enough to roam Sherwood at night. Nonetheless, I counted men anxiously as they returned to camp one by one. When all were safely returned or accounted for, I joined my men by the fire. I grow weary of these sheriff's men tramping through our territory like vermin. Aye, it's an outrage. The sheriff must think this is his forest. We cannot let him hinder us. We must find the true Queen's Knight, even should he set a soldier behind every tree. Some of these sentences, holy cow. We'd better sleep on it then. Tomorrow may well be a desperate day. Alright. Today's the day we're going to the monastery. We're going to get the Queen's Knight. We are going to free King Richard. I feel it in my bones. A farthing for your thoughts, Will. I was wondering what will happen to us if the king doesn't return. Those are unhappy thoughts, not worth a farthing. Bad enough we can't spend our share of the ransom without the Queen's Knight. And if you can't find and rescue him, we'll be blamed for his death. You know that. Prince John will seize the crown, and he'll spare nothing to root us out of Sherwood. I know it well. Angry face. I see little way that I can help. It's up to you, Robin. Gee, thanks, Will. Perking me right up. Monastery sits in the midst of the fens, a body of dark, swampy water with an evil reputation. Fortunately, I have something that works with water. Well, sort of. It's the ring that commands water-ish. Oh, hold on. Walking animation. I'm still going. Right? What a very specific ring. Ring of water command-ish. I even loved when the guy was explaining it to me. He's like, it's a ring that commands water. Well, things that live near water. Well, like, is it a ring of water or isn't it? Like, the ring that commanded fire, pretty cool. I literally stood in the middle of a burning, like, you know, pyre and didn't get hurt. If I put this on, will I not drown? Or is it just, you know, is that just not how this works? I'll remove the ring that commands fire and keep it out of sight until I need it. The ring that commands water slips easily onto my finger. Oh, I love that they use different hand animate, like the one hand for the one ring, this hand for that ring. That's pretty cool. Ooh! Those weren't there before. It makes me most uneasy to be so close to the spirits of those who drowned in these fens. Oh, jeez. Alright, we got spirits here. Oh! Oh! Where does a creature of such size live in such a shallow swamp? Anywhere it likes. Hey! I had heard about that Easter egg, but I'd never seen it before. I found the Fens Loch Ness Monster. We are called by the ring that commands water. How may we serve you? Do you wish to cross water? I seek a missing knight and suspect these monks of treachery. Can you help me? Prisoner is held in Tower of Monastery. Wait, we will bring you a boat. Was this dialogue written for William Shatner? Oh, here comes the boat. So I'm a little nervous to get in here now because, you know, there's a giant monster in the water, but that's fine. Follow us and we will guide you through the fog to the place you seek. Alright, let's do it. We will go before you to lead the way. Follow us, or you will be lost in the fog. Alright, here we go. They're going... Wait, what direction? Where are they going? No, 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 no. Okay, they went this way. The prisoner you seek. Oh, that was it? Just one screen? Is held within this tower. Our help ends here. We have no power over stone or plant. Reeds are of no use to me. Fear not. We will keep your boat from straying. Okay, so we got... These stones are closely set. There's not the least handhold I could use for climbing them. But I see... a plant. It's giving me a specific plant from the manual. Ivy. That's ivy. I mean, it's growing up the side of a building. Of course it's ivy. But why that matters is I have a hand code for that. It's Gort. So let's spell out Gort and see what happens. Where on earth is the T? There it is. Oh! The ivy has magically doubled in thickness and strength. That's what happens when you know the druid name for ivy. Boom. And we're going up. Actually, you know what? This is probably a really good place. Save it, just in case something terrible goes on. Oh. Oh. Did you hear something, brother? I like that they're using the same exact face for the two guys. They didn't even bother to change a thing. I thought I did, but nay, it's just the wind in the trees. Generic faceless enemies. Who are you? How did you climb the tower? I see no rope. I'm Robin Hood, and I climbed the ivy that grows on the tower to reach you. I have... Liar! I tried those vines myself. They were brittle and wouldn't support a squirrel, let alone a man. Yet I swear that I climbed them with the aid of druid magic. I have a boat waiting below to take us out of the fens. I'll go nowhere with you until you've proven you're a friend. Well, I got a couple things that can help. One, here's a letter. What is this? Read it, my lord. I took it from the body of the knight whom I thought was you. His body, eh? He is one false knight who will never serve Prince John again. But this message proves I cannot read. This message could say anything. I'll keep it all the same, but it won't cause me to trust you. So, well, he can't read, yet he knows the hand code, which entirely depends upon you being able to read. Okay, sure. We're going to spell out sword, because that was the code that would prove the truth of who we are to one another. S. W. O. R. D. Haha! Good! Now I know you're the right man. Yay! Actually, that's very true, right? He could know just the correct... Like, you could memorize 5 or 6 digits and be like, that's the code, and not what the meaning is. Suppose that's true. Suppose that's true. Okay, then let's waste no more time. Go before me, so that I might see you safely in the boat before I follow. You're sure these vines will hold? I am here, am I not? I suppose I must trust you. I suppose if I must trust you, I may as well start now. There we go. Brothers! The prisoner is escaping! Stop him! Would you like to save your game now? Well, if you're prompting me. Oh gosh! Oh gosh! They're throwing rocks at me! Ah! This is terrible! Ah! No, 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 no! Stop it! They're throwing rocks at me! Oh gosh. Oh gosh! That was a rock throwing minigame! To the boats, brothers! If they reach the shore, all is lost! I did it! The monks were no match for two strong and desperate men. Oh. Once within the dark shelter of the forest, it was easy to leave them behind. The Queen's knight was fed, clothed, and his wounds treated in our camp. But as soon as he was rested, he set forth with all the ransom we had to give him. I like the jaunty way he rides. There's no need to accompany me further. I have loyal men waiting in Nottingham to see me the rest of the way. Then Godspeed you safely to the Queen's side. I give you my heartfelt thanks, you and all your men, for your aid and loyalty. Wagons ho! I wish you'd gone with him. You'd be safer with the Queen. My place is with you until the King returns. Aww. Surely you think this cannot be the end of the story. Nay, there is much yet to tell. What follows is a time of waiting. Waiting for the treasure to reach the Queen. Waiting for the ransom to reach King Leopold in Austria. Not a real king. Waiting for King Richard to be freed and return to England. You wait through the long and dreary months of winter for some word of your king's fate. None comes. In winter, friend and foe alike keep to shelter, and all is quiet. Yeah, we do. Rawr. Also, Robin's like tight. Dude looks good. Bode her! As the spring of 1194 renews the green of the forest, you go forth with your men to hunt and refill your larders. But alas, all your luck flees, all your cunning fails you, and you are taken by the sheriff's men. That seems convenient. Plot capture. The sheriff declares you guilty upon the spot, and has you and all your men led to the gallows as quickly as possible. That he dares such a thing without a trial can only mean he is sure of Prince John's power to protect him. Despair fills your soul, to have fought so long and so well only to dance at the end of a rope. Yet even as the rope tightens about your neck, you hear the drumming of hooves, blare of horns, clash of steel! King Richard has come to Nottingham! I love the guy in front. Ah! Word came to me, Master Sheriff, that you'd captured the great outlaw, Robin Hood. But I heard nothing of a trial. Is this the way you've kept the law in my absence? But my lord, my king, he is a terrible outlaw, guilty of every sort of crime. I saw no need. My liege, hear me. I am your true and loyal servant. I did not choose to be an outlaw, but was driven to it by corrupt and evil men. Silence, you thieving dog. Enough! I will hear him speak. My king, do you know nothing of the money we sent for your ransom? Not one penny did I or my men keep that we could send to win your freedom. I've not had word from my mother the Queen to account for every mark. If what you say is true... My lord, you cannot take seriously the rantings of a desperate man. He will say anything to save his neck. Then it will be decided as it should have been, in the court of justice. Oh boy, here we go. Robin Hood, you and those you call your men stand accused of brigandage, of stealing from the church, defying the sheriff's justice, defying the king's law, and killing the king's deer. Do you deny these crimes? My lord, is it a crime to defy those who abuse your trust and use your laws to their own ends? Is it a crime to seek justice where there is only injustice? I do not defy your laws, only the evil men who use their power for personal gain. I do not steal from the church, but only from greedy men who use the church to gain riches for themselves. Those are strong words. Your life depends upon what I hear before I pass judgment. Because of his holy vows, I allowed your man, the Friar Tuck, to go free that he might gather witnesses to speak in your favor. I trusted to his sworn word that he would return and share your judgment, as he indeed has. But there are others here who will speak against you, and their testimony shall also be weighed. Let the witnesses speak. By your leave, I shall speak first. I've served Robin Hood faithfully for many seasons. He is a man of honor, loyal to his king, just and fair. I pray thee, your majesty, to give little mind to this curtal friar. I am the abbot of St. Mary's, and I have been plagued by this rascal of an outlaw. He flouts the sanctity of the church, and shows no respect of any true holy man, as this poor monk of mine can attest. 'Tis true, my liege, he waylaid me upon Watling Street, stripped me of my robe, mocked my dignity. And that false friar beat me with a sword and forced me to toil at chopping wood for his gang of ruffians. A poor job he did of it, too, fattened as he is with gluttony and excess of wine and ale, and lazy from a life of unmonkly comfort. My lord king, it was to this abbot that Prince John sent a stolen treasure so that you might languish forever in a foreign prison. It was Robin Hood who swore to do everything in his power to raise ransom for your freedom. And this he did, with every mark entrusted to the knight who brought it to the queen. I have since received an accounting of exactly the amount the outlaw sent, and will weigh it in my judgment accordingly. Sire, this man is mistaken in accusing the prince of treachery. Oh, hey, it's me again! Your brother intended only to safeguard the treasure until it could be used to free you. It is only from fear of this diligent sheriff that the outlaw sent money, undoubtedly in the desperate hope of winning a pardon for his great many sins. I've not forgotten your sins so quickly, you black-hearted prior. 'Twas Robin who freed me from your torture, Robin who saved me and set me free. I knew at once he was a good man, good enough that I entrusted to him the ring that commands water. And I kept it safe, as folk asked of me. Furthermore, I had also the ring that commands fire, which had been taken by the abbot. A scurrilous lie! Bow him! Where are my rings now? Ask yonder sheriff. 'Twas he that took everything from me when I was captured. More lies, my lord. We found nothing of value upon him. What say you, folk? I would sooner take the word of Robin Hood over these rogues. Do not forget the treasonous letter he gave to the Queen's knight, proof that the sheriff and prior conspired with Prince John against you. I know of no such letter. It must be a forgery. It bore your seal, and that of the knight himself, held prisoner? And what of the knight himself, held prisoner in your tower? These things can be explained. You can be sure they will, and to my complete satisfaction. Ooh, those are ominous words from a king. But we are here at this time to pass judgment upon Robin Hood. Your judgment will come soon enough. Let the common folk now speak. I am only a poor widow. I live by the wool I spin, and with the help of my 3 good sons. They were wrongly accused of treason, and would all be hanged now, if not for Robin Hood and his men. I owe him the lives of my sons. Her sons consorted with outlaws and deserved hanging. My sons are all I have in the world. I bless Robin Hood for his goodness. God help the woman who seeks mercy at the hands of this sheriff or his men. Robin Hood saved me from one of his scoundrels who wrongly accused me of withholding taxes and would have dragged me to the most hideous fate a woman can suffer. Robin Hood saved me from the sheriff's men. They accused me of poaching. Your name is literally Poacher. But what am I to do when I see my wife and children starving because the sheriff taxes us to the last farthing? He treated me fairly. He gave me good money in exchange for my first set of rags. Speak up, yeoman. Let your voice be heard. I still wear the good suit of Lincoln green that I was given, and proudly I wear it. 'Twere thanks to the good outlaws of Sherwood Forest that I returned to me home with a goodly sum in me pocket and won me a fair lass to wife. Lady Marian, you asked to speak last. Thank you. Ooh, new screen for her. Thank you, my lord. I have come to know Robin Hood well, and I also owe him my life. Pay no heed to this slut, my liege. Whoa! Whoa! We dropped a hard S. She's a witch who keeps company with brigands, and... Silence! The Lady Marian has served my queen mother for years, and is of noble blood. I'll not tolerate such accusations against her. Speak on, lady. He dropped a hard S. Robin is completely loyal to you. He is honest, fair, and true, undeserving of the fate that has driven him to live outside the law. He seeks only peace and justice. He devoted himself to raising ransom on your behalf, even as those other wicked men conspired against you. Don't listen to their lies. Robin and his men are your most truest subjects. I beg you grant them your pardon and your favor. If there is anyone who has not yet spoken, let him stand forth. Very well, the witnessing is complete. Clear the floor, and I shall pronounce judgment. Robin Hood, I find you innocent of all charges brought against you. Yes. Furthermore, I declare you a free man with no mark of outlaw against you. Your Majesty, I thank you, but my men... If I free the master, I must free his loyal friends. They are all granted full pardons. Good, because we killed a bunch of people. Bless you, my liege. I am not finished. You deserve more than a mere pardon. The ransom you raised went far in securing my own freedom. Kneel, Robin Hood. Oh boy, here we go. And arise the Earl of Huntington. Nice, love an earldom. Furthermore, my present Sheriff of Nottingham is hereby under arrest for treason. What say you to giving the job to Little John? I can think of no better man. The abbot shall take himself from my sight forever, or have a taste of the fiery stake with which he dared to harm the Lady Marian. The worthy Friar Tuck shall be the new abbot of St. Mary's. Boy, everything's coming up my men. And yonder prior, most evil cur, you are exiled from my kingdom and your order disbanded for all time. I shall instruct my new sheriff to slay you on the spot if you are not gone from my shores within the week. Are you content, Huntington? My lord, you've done me such honors as I never dreamt. Yet there is one desire, the deepest of all, yet to be fulfilled. Then speak it, man, and it will be done. I ask for the Lady Marian's hand in marriage. Does my lady consent to this? With all my heart. Abbot Tuck, let your first job in office be the marriage of the Earl and his lady. Aw, cutscene. This has been one long cutscene. I bless this marriage and declare thee husband and wife. I like that he just put the hat on but kept his otherwise brown robes. Earl and Lady Huntington, you may seal this pact with a kiss. Ha-ha! The best possible ending! The pact is sealed! Release the demons! The best possible ending! I got the king's pardon. I got jobs for my men. I got an earldom. That's no small thing. And I got Lady Marion. Ah, hooray. Love these old Sierra games. They're just so fun. Also, this beat slaps. Yeah, I loved the quick costume change for Robin. He's wearing a real nice outfit, but literally they just took Friar Tuck and put the abbot's hat on him, and they were like, done. We did it. Nailed it. At least they didn't have anyone, like, yelling into a microphone like they did during King's Quest VI. when you marry Cassima, and like, the audio just explodes at you as everyone starts cheering. Okay, we went all the way around again. Background artists, programmers, development system buy, additional music and sound, quality assurance. Thank you, Dan Scott, for the assurance of the quality. The fair music. Okay, it's just going in circles now. I like that there's no, like, epilogue or anything. It's just kind of like, great, you did it, kiss her! Straight to the credits. So I didn't get a perfect score. I think there were a couple things I missed, but clearly high enough to get the best ending, and that's what I'm hoping for. The first time I tried this, I remember... The first time I played this game, I remember getting, like, one of the worst possible endings. I got way too many of my men killed trying to rescue Marion from the court. Marion died, so I didn't have her. My ambush to rescue the ransom was a mess. Like, half of it got lost in the forest. And so at the end, the king was like, yeah, he's like, I get that you tried, but you failed. So you get nothing. You lose. It was like, wow, I played all through that for this. That was terrible. So it's fine. We figure it out a little bit each time, right? Get a little bit better. So, and actually, 9 o'clock, so I only had an hour's worth of content left. That's great. Well, I'm so glad that I got to play this one again and finish it. I'm very excited to go on to whatever's next. I feel like I need to get back to The Long Dark, because I had a really great survival game going there. However, they just released a new playable version of Cartel Tycoon, and I'm really, really enjoying it, so I might do that next. I'm not sure. I will decide next week. So, alright, 9 o'clock, I am gonna take off. Got a new chest freezer to play with, very excited. But I hope you all have a great Tuesday night. Mm.